Every day in the City of Toronto, we see countless examples of men and women in the Toronto Police Service doing the thousands of things that make a difference in the quality of people's lives and the safety of our city. We see police officers going out, putting themselves at risk, reaching out to members of the community, helping a young kid get back on his feet, helping a poor person, a homeless person, the victim of crime. I'm proud of the work that we do. But unfortunately, we have seen over the past several weeks several examples of totally unacceptable behavior. Behavior which undermines public confidence and public trust in us, behavior which damages our reputation, and behavior that none of us can accept. When several vehicles are pictured in the media showing police officers who park their cars at a pay duty and put a police vest over the front seat, clearly in an effort to avoid a ticket because the car is parked illegally, it demonstrates a totally unacceptable sense of arrogance and entitlement that causes the people of this city to wonder what type of people are serving them. When we see examples of police officers who are being abusive, insulting, arrogant, or racist in their comments with the public, it undermines public confidence in us. It changes a perception of how people see their police officers. And when we see examples where officers are abusing their authority, perhaps not telling the full truth in court, making an effort to cover up totally unacceptable behavior by removing a name tag or turning off a camera, it can only send a message to the public that we are not proud of what we are doing. I know, like me, when you see examples of police officers conducting themselves in a way which is totally unacceptable, inconsistent with our values, our honor, our reputation, and our relationship with the public, I know it makes you angry because it makes me angry. I don't like having to explain to my family, my friends, and my neighbors why some individuals who are members of my service would conduct themselves in this way. And I don't want to have to explain to those people that those values being demonstrated by those individuals engaged in such totally unacceptable conduct are members of my service. They do not reflect who we are. I want to assure you, as the Chief of Police, I'm ultimately responsible for the conduct of the men and women of this service, and I am quite prepared to hold people accountable for their actions. But we all have a responsibility here. None of us can afford to be bystanders. When you see conduct that is not acceptable, when you see someone demonstrating that arrogance and sense of entitlement, when you see someone abusing their authority, when you see somebody doing something as stupid as turning off a camera, removing their name tag, or uttering something which is offensive, insulting, or racist, you have a responsibility to say, that's not consistent with my values, that's not the police service I want to belong to. Each of us has that responsibility. Supervisors have to supervise. Unit commanders must take responsibility for their units, but every member of this service, regardless of the job that we do, has to know that those individuals engaged in such unacceptable behavior damage and diminish us all. We are the victims of their ignorance. And I want the people in our organization who believe that they are somehow entitled to abuse the authorities so carefully earned by all of us. They have no right to do that. And if you want to be an idiot, you don't get to be an idiot wearing our uniform. You don't get to be an idiot diminishing our organization, and you cannot hide behind the badge to abuse the authorities so carefully earned and so carefully used by all of us. We're going to show you some video examples of some of the behaviors that I've been talking about. The problem with these video clips is not that they were captured on video. The problem lies in the behavior. It's the behavior which damages our service. It's the behavior that damages your relationship with the people of Toronto. It is the behavior that undermines our ability, each and every one of us, to do our jobs, to serve the public with honor and integrity, to be proud of the organization we belong to and the uniform that we wear. It is the behavior we must all declare to be unacceptable. It's the behavior we all have to stand up to. And if we do that, we'll truly be worthy of the trust that the people have put in us.